just gonna die in the end.
Each of them has to hunt down the other without knowing the other's name or face. And the first one whose identity is revealed will die. Humans are so much fun. Kira, I will hunt you down wherever you're hiding, and I will eliminate you. I am justice.
That confrontation between L and Light is one of the best things ever. I mean, in the setup and the execution, everything. As many of you know, I started Death Note some time ago. Wasn't able to complete it because Rift TV went under. And now we're watching it again over at the GOOSH, which is our Patreon. That's what this is, just a little bit of a update. Not only an update on what's going on at the GOOSH, but a real question I wanted to ask you guys about, with your thoughts on Death Note and the underlying moral conundrums that Death Note creates. One of the things I really like about this confrontation, this L versus Light, is it's so different than the other anime I'm watching or I've watched recently, where it's always, you know, okay, I'm gonna punch you in the face, no, I'll punch you in the face harder, that type of thing. This is all cerebral and so well played. We just got through, as a matter of fact, with Hellsing Ultimate. Gotta say, Hellsing Ultimate has, it doesn't have a huge roster of main or central characters, but it's got a huge number of them that are among my favorites. These two, right? I mean, Alucard and Saris are just way, way, way up on my list of favorite characters, especially Sarah. She's top 3 in my waifu list and probably top 4 or 5 in my character list separately. I mean, she's just such a phenomenal character to me. Pip was cool as hell. Anderson's a great character. The whole thing was just fantastic. It has the best monologues that I've ever seen. I mean, one right after the other. That whole thing with Pip and his experiences in London and everything, it was just crazy good. But back to what I'm talking about now. I want to know what you guys think about this from Death Note. First of all, in the comments, the obvious question: if you found the Death Note, A, would you use it? And B, if so, how would you go about using it? Now, don't be shy. Tell us the truth. And I want to ask you guys something. Now, to me, and to pretty much everybody, well, he almost says as much, Light has a god complex with the Death Note. He's going to create this, he's going to make the world a better place. He's going to cleanse it. And he's very upfront about saying that everybody will owe him gratitude for having, taken these efforts on their behalf. And now for me, if I had the Death Note, first of all, yes, I would use it. I mean, I'm just being honest here. But I wouldn't have any grandiose designs or anything. I'd use it to take out the people that I personally would want taken out. That wouldn't even be as much people that I know personally as much as, let's put it this way. Light takes out a lot of bad people, criminals. I wouldn't go after criminals per se, but if there's somebody out there who's victimizing children or something like that, yeah, I'd be scribbling their name in a notebook like nothing. If there's this evil, bad criminal that escapes from prison, now he is a threat to others, write him down in a heartbeat. But I'd also write down, if I'm being honest, if I knew there were politicians that I felt were going to change this country or this world into a manner that won't be beneficial to my kids and grandkids, because that's who I worry about. I'm too old to worry about. Politicians aren't going to change things enough for me in the years I have left to be a concern. Would I write them down? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. And, other things like there's probably a number of people that you would see their actions, hear what they have to say, whatever, that I might jot down on my Death Note. So here's my question. Given that the names I would write in there would be kind of self-serving, just my own thoughts about, yeah, you're an asshole, I don't want to see you around anymore, is that still a God complex? And it's a real question. I don't know. Is it? And I say this because there's two sides of it. On the one side, it's not a God complex in the same vein as Light's, because I'm not looking to create a utopian world. I'm not looking to clean anything up. I'm just taking out what I think is some trash for me personally, and there will be probably a lot of people that don't even agree they should have been taken out. So it could be just a little bit of sociopathic tendencies, or a lot of sociopathic tendencies, my way of doing things. But the other side of the coin is I'd still be making the decision on who lives and who dies. So that is that a God complex? Is that enough? Is just the fact that I'm making the call that, hey, you should die and you shouldn't, is that a God complex? Or, like I say, is that just sociopathy? I don't know. I'm really curious. What do you guys think of that? And like I say, be honest. Tell me what you would do if you found the Death Note. Would you use it? And how would you go about it? Meanwhile, over at the GOOSH as well, we're still on One Piece, which is just, you guys know, One Piece has become my favorite anime of all time. And freaking JoJo. JoJo just gets better and better, especially with my boy Polnarefa and his relationship with Iggy. These individual episodes, or these individual battles with the stands, are just things of beauty. They are great. So things are going good at the GOOSH right now. There's a little update for you, but let me know about those questions. I'm really curious to hear what you guys have to say.